So my friends and I actually had this discussion. I decided to bring it up. Well, want to explore why church girls want a church boy with a bad boy vibe. Yes. So today I have two wonderful persons who are going to do this topic together.
Okay, there's this trend actually going on where you see church sisters want to marry a church brother or date a church brother with a Yahoo vibes. Yes.
Just let me.
Just like all the church brother also wants a church sister with a beach vibes. At least, that kind of courage. At least stop fine, get
Wow.
fine face,
Wow.
get dimple.
Just like this.
Yeah, get dimple. Get dimple. You know that kind of thing. Yeah. Then don't be too holy. You know that kind of thing. So what's your view about that? What's your view about church girls wanting to get a church brother with the Yahoo vibes and opposite, or vice versa for the girls?
Okay. Wow, that's a very nice question, and that's a reality. Like we are seeing it daily.
Okay.
Hmm. Wow, that's strong. Okay. Um, I would like to take that from two sides.
Okay.
Yes, one from those who are not the church people,
Okay.
then from those who are the church people.
Okay.
Yes. So okay, from the world now, let me just use the word from the world perspective. When they are talking about I want a church girl with the bad girl vibes, they are trying to find it's like they they are trying to when you are lusting after something and you want a justification for that lust.
Okay.
So you try to find a word that will suit it.
Okay.
So actually they are not looking for a church girl. They are looking for a bad girl or a bitch, like they
Yes.
say, but they want that bitch to always appear in church.
Okay.
So that it's not be that I married
Someone
anyhow
outside the church.
because they are trying to use the church as a cover-up system to like okay once the guy is going to church it's actually good. So they don't want to fall. It is a selfish interest. Yeah, let me put it that way on both sides. It's a selfish interest. So they want the bad boy, but that bad boy should bring to church. Yes, so that it's not be that it's just
Yes, just marry someone, a big date someone that's not going to church at all.
and mostly when they are now bearing the girl is bearing a Christian
Yeah.
let me use Mary.
Yeah.
So she wants to date Joseph, but the Joseph is a so I don't want to call, but it's not
A nice
church.
pastor.
Yeah, a nice
They push
pastor,
you on
but
that.
he attends church.
Yes,
and,
I'll give you 150 week.
okay.
Yeah.
Then from the church does not want to marry you. Sometimes they tell you they want a good girl with the bad. That's they are trying to communicate their dissatisfaction.
Okay.
Mostly it sets a kind of people, those persons who their Christianity does not touch other spheres of life.
Okay.
So they will just want to tell you that okay, I want to marry you. You must be a church guy, but you should have this vibes. Now,
Yes.
what they are trying to say, like I said, is a dissatisfaction. What they are communicating is the person must be going to church, but he should not be
Two churches.
too churchy.
Yes.
That to church is that it should not it should be let me use the word romantic, it should be affectionate. You should be able to understand my feelings. You should be able to take me out. You should be able to know other things that are not just church. So it's a dissatisfaction they are communicating to you in a code. You want to marry a church person, but among this church person should also know other things.
Yeah.
Don't just let your life not just be church. Let me use the word. You want a holistic person, but they don't know how to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really need to say this. Most of our church, I'm a guy. Most of our church.
Before we thought you were a guy.
So I want to communicate. Most of our church brothers, they want this. Engage them in other conversations.
Okay.
They cannot. But it's just that church. So just let me give you this example.
Okay.
A friend of mine was communicating how that a girl, his girlfriend, is no longer paying some kind of attention to him. So one day I decided, okay, let's try to just be much. I'm getting there to that girl's. After we knocked, they started singing spiritual songs, blasting in tongues. And that was to show her that I'm a man of God, I'm a
Yes,
church
yes,
guy,
yes,
you know.
yes.
And it was me, I felt irritated. I was like, is this how this guy comes? And when she came outside, there was no how are you, woman of God, you know.
That's his sister in church or his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
sister in church, my
His
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
Ah.
So, and you know, so there's this kind of that church brothers are boring. It's not like they are communicating it from the world perspective. Like I said, it's from two ends. We have people of the world and people in church.
Church.
The people in church are communicating a pain. Like, can't this sister, okay, a sister now that does not dress well, she's still dressing like as
Christians and modern.
yeah, brother that does not smile. Are you always seeing devil? Are you always seeing evil spirit? Sometimes you should always
The body need
body.
that. It's
which
true.
kind of body? Which kind of body that is?
Body.
I got it. I got it. I
Why
got
would you
it.
smile?
So why would
Smile.
Everyone is
So-
people that I'm smiling with
even,
you.
even Jesus Christ was cheerful. Was cheerful. So I feel it's just from having from the church communicating their pain, and from the world finding a justification system for their lost.
Okay. So is a church boy and a church girl.
Okay. Well, I just love this question, but I wanted to get like the previous person.
About
Okay.
the tag is why does a church guy like a church girl, or not really a church guy, a guy likes a church girl with the beach
Beach
vibes,
vibes.
and
And the girl also
girl liking
wants
church
church guy with a Yahoo vibes.
Yahoo.
Right.
I just feel like it's not. Should I say most of these things are misinterpretations?
Okay.
Yes, from people. Because how would you define a guy with a Yahoo vibe? Is there a particular way Yahoo boys behave that it's just like Christian brothers don't have this? You
Okay.
get so when I don't know if
No, sure.
I
Yes.
might not
But,
be getting this correctly, but
Okay.
you get so I feel like it's misinterpretations because um, there's no particular way a Yahoo boy behaves, except maybe those ones that want to dress excessively with maybe sad,
chains
yes,
everywhere.
chain everywhere. But I think most of those things they do are things that every normal human
Human.
do. The girls wanting a church boy with a Yahoo boy vibes.
with a bad guy
With
vibe.
a
So I'll
bad
not
guy
look as if
vibe.
you're speaking against Yahoo now.
No, I'm not. Like what I'm yes. They just want a guy, maybe a guy that knows God. Probably he's still living well, and he's still one part of his life is not lacking. Probably maybe the relationship, the good aspect, that caring, that loving, that guy that can take them for shopping. You understand? Because he has should I say, he has a source of income, a good source of income.
But you know, too, there are some persons who don't want this. Don't be too holy for me. You see what the girls want? At least you're a child of God, but it's not this, like you said, speaking in tongues, try to welcome in the
Well,
Holy
Why would
Ghost.
he welcome? Why would,
Do you understand? And you know,
that's-
most of our brothers in the church are like that.
no,
So-
oh my God.
Okay, some of our brothers in the church are like that.
That's the holistic growth I was talking about.
Okay.
The brother who, like I said, personally I see it from the we don't want to communicate it as we don't want to downplay the church as though the church does not have a body. Like they are communicating a dissatisfaction. When a church person tells you, I want a church girl, I want all that vibe, it's a dissatisfaction, like I said. So a girl could tell you, I want a church guy, but he should have a vibe. That vibe that she's telling you about, she's communicating something she's dissatisfied with in the system.
Okay,
You get what
okay,
I'm
yes,
saying?
Okay.
I
So
get
she's
you now.
communicating a dissatisfaction that he must be a church guy, but he should be balanced, a holistic growth.
Okay.
You can take me out, you can show me affection. When I talk about finance, you should know about finance. It's not always you should be talking about portals and dimension, you know.
Yes.
Then we have the world, people of the world, that finds it as a justification system to their lust. What they are looking for is not really a church guy, but they are looking for someone who is weird, someone who could make them like take them to any, how will I put it? They are looking for they have a lust
They
already
want
in
to
their heart,
satisfy.
but they want to satisfy that lust, but they are looking for justification system. as long as that person can attend church, that's
You're
what it
okay
is.
with it.
So we are seeing it. We are not. I'm not seeing it from. I don't want to talk about just the church people because the church people have their own thing, and
Yeah.
the world people also.
So that-
They are communicating something that we should also listen to. So it's a two side. We have to yes.
that's
So listen to the side and also.
Okay, okay.
okay. I get it, something.
Yes, I love the way he just opened up that point
Yeah.
now
Okay.
about the other aspects of um, what church
World.
guys and the world out there.
Okay. Well,
And so I think I'm okay with that.
Okay, you're okay
Again,
with
I'm
that.
okay with that because there's, let's say, this bad boy vibes.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe he just wants it to be that perfect, that they are perfect match.
Okay.
You get, and it's lacking in most of the people they find in church because maybe the church brothers have a defined way of, just as you say, speaking in tongues, to welcome a sister, oh, holy hug, and
Yes,
distance.
holy hug.
only
all those,
some people does not even hug them.
Now you talk about
You know, we talked about triggers. You know how
Yes.
you can trigger something.
yes, if it will trigger anything, then
You
don't
don't
hug.
hug.
Yes.
Don't hug.
Yes.
But compliment.
But because there's, let's say, this bad boy vibes.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe he just wants it to be that perfect, that they are perfect match.
Okay.
You get, and it's lacking in most of the people they find in church because maybe the church brothers have a defined way of, just as you say, speaking in tongues, to welcome a sister, oh, holy hug, and
Yes,
distance.
holy hug.
Only
all those,
some people does not even hug them.
Now you talk about
You know, we talked about triggers. You know how
Yes.
you can trigger something.
yes, if it will trigger anything, then
You
don't
don't
hug.
hug.
Yes.
Don't hug.
Yes.
But compliment.
But at
Tell her
least
she's
now, yes,
beautiful.
yes,
Shake her. Oh God.
yes. Now,
It's going to give you skills actually because it's
yeah, but that's it. Now. You get most of these flows in Songs of Solomon. You get them in this life now. Then, but
you'll get it in Songs of Solomon. Go and study Songs
But-
of Solomon.
Even in Genesis.
Okay, even in Genesis, you see it in
then you
Genesis.
check Revelation.
And Revelation, no, it's that now.
But then,
Yeah.
I feel most of the church guys have
Okay.
this way of dressing as well. You
Okay.
get so.
Like you showed me that dress.
I showed you one dressing.
Eh.
I sent someone my picture, and the person was like, "Oh, this is a church boy." He was like, "Oh, because I was holding my,
Uh,
I was holding my Bible.
wow.
The way I held my Bible and my
Yes.
book."
So
You
you're
get. So I don't know. That's how they see this church boy. Church boy, you dress maybe
Yes.
corporate, maybe your big trouser, you get all these type of
Yes.
things, and that's just
you know some sisters in the church don't like having church brothers.
why.
Okay. One, as you said, some of them would have their big trousers and those their big body
Big
game
tie,
trousers
yes.
and big tie. Like the one you showed me, Jordan. Then
Uh,
that's that one. Then number two, you can't engage
The church brought down other conversation.
other conversation. Sometimes it even say things that are somehow to make you feel as if you're not spiritual
Spiritual.
enough.
it happens a lot.
Yes.
Sometimes
And it's wrong.
he checks up on you just to know whether you're going to go to church.
Yes.
Good morning. Have you read the Bible? What is the Lord saying now? In the afternoon, what did the Lord tell you? In the
What
night,
did it say in the morning?
What the Lord said.
And what's your
So,
mission? What's your
the
plan for the year?
evangelism?
what's your how many?
What's your goal for
How
the
many
year?
souls have you gotten?
Get all those
You know
things.
those kind of. It's not like the discussions are boring or
for
something.
the-
But I don't think this is something we should be discussing every time. Not every time.
We should, but there's a room for other conversations.
Balanced
Yes,
life,
finances,
career.
career, personal growth. Anything you do
it
just
should
to-
also your meeting should not always be church. Sometimes feel free, take her if you are insecure or if you are suffering from some kind of things. Take her to open places.
Places.
So it must not be where are we meeting today? Come to the church by 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is when church service wants to start. So I feel like I said, it's the boring nature of this church, guys, and church girls.
Yes. boring.
Even for the girls too, they cannot engage, they cannot compliment. So I just say it. Anyways,
But does this
Yes.
affect our relationship generally?
So sometimes we just make it look as if church brothers are the most boring set of people. Meanwhile, they are the most interesting set.
Wow, tell us something. Okay.
That's for those who have
Yes,
worked on
look
themselves.
at Bright now.
For those who have
Yes.
worked.
Yes, I have seen Bryce.
Oh, you want to do me this now?
Look at Bright now. I
Whoa.
hear so many ladies saying it's a perfect church.
Wow, wow.
Okay, for the record, it's a perfect church brother.
That's because
Like it's a balanced.
Christ has made us perfect.
This one is a balanced
You have
Christian.
to see. Oh,
Well, I'm not running away from you. I'm still making
Yeah,
it.
continue making it. Continue.
Okay,
eh?
okay.
You get so.
He's a leadership coach, actually.
Oh, wow,
You see.
wow.
Yes, he's a good mentor to start with.
That's just it. But I will not advise ladies to go. Christian church, the church brothers, because we are Christian brothers, Christian sisters. They're actually the most interesting set of people
Yes.
because they have answers to all questions.
That's for those who have
Wow.
worked on themselves. For
The
instance, the
Christian-
Christian brother who
they
has
are-
worked.
But this should be
meticulous
the
about their-
character of a Christian person.
Yeah, that's how God intends us to be.
Yes.
But sometimes we just focus on, like you said, portals dimension out of my belly.
Exactly.
But for the one who has worked on himself,
Yes.
that's the most interesting.
They are the most interesting set of people to stay with because most of them, I'm very careful not to call names of church or names of pastors, but I know a pastor who works on his youth very well. Talk about leadership programs, talk about seminars, talk about camp meetings. You should know what I'm talking about right now.
Yes.
You understand? So it's very intentional about the good. You will not meet any of those, any of his member, a youth, and get bored.
Okay.
Because when you talk about both relationship, like I think they still have relationship seminars, but it's so you are now being equipped on how to face the outside life as a Christian.
Wow.
You get
Wow.
so most places, most people are not, maybe they are not fully equipped. So you don't really blame the way they do because they are a product of where they've been. You understand the place they've submitted to over time. So maybe their leaders have influenced their actions and the way they behave to them. So people will still can't change them. So when you see other people, it's not as if they are sinners, they are church people. And do you know that when you meet this church I'm talking about, this project from this church, you get evangelism becomes easier.
Yes.
Because when people see you, they'll be like, so church boy feeding like this, church
Yeah.
girl feeding like this, in your business you are excelling, you are very fruitful when you talk about conversation, discussions,
Yes.
anything. When you talk about relationship,
You're
you
there.
get you are there. So you'll be like, oh, I wish to be like such a person. So what's the source? Then you now relate the source back to
Oh,
you.
oh, that's nice.
That's my own view.
Okay. That means you can still date Christian brothers.
I said they are the most.
So I think the church have
If you
a
are
major.
if
No,
you are
I
in a
know.
relationship, I will commend you for it.
Okay, yeah.
I will not say tested and trusted, but you can test
Then
it.
I'm trusting.
Then in your next program, you will give me.
Okay, I think, as you said, I think the church also have a role to play.
The church have a role.
Yes, have a role to play. We should not bring out products that are just so heavenly conscious and earthly useless.
Yes. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
Do you know that there's
Okay, what's the way forward? I think we've said this already.
yeah, we have already.
Yes, we've said this already.
Work on themselves. For the Christian brothers, work on yourself. You know, the Bible said something, it said, though we are in this world, we are not of the world. So it is an abuse to your Christianity that you are learning some things from the world instead of the world to learn
Learn
from
from
you. Relationship, God, in fact, there's this stuff about first mention. So where did the love aspect of people come from? It was first in God. And we as Christians, we are product of this God life. So we should not at any point in time have, even though we face circumstances and other stuff in relationship, obstacles, or your relationship should be a definition of when you want to reference what relationship should look like.
Yes.
If you reference it from the church.
Church.
I think
Not from
I want
the
to, I would not want to, okay, should I do this? Thank God for someone I've listened to in time past, Reverend Dr.
Okay.
You know, that was the first, I think, when I started listening to Samuel, I listened to him. He talked about transformational leadership also. I was like, is this a pastor? Can a pastor talk about this? He talked about relationship. God, I was
So
like,
that was the pastor I was actually talking
whoa,
about.
whoa. So I was like, wow. So I can be a church brother and my life excellence, like everything, other thing. And he talked about love. So it is something that the world should come to us. So as a church brother, don't be that boring brother.
Yes.
Grow, have holistic growth. Then let the world copy from the world perspective, looking for a justification system to satisfy your lustful desires is not ideal.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a bad, in fact, don't look for a bad person or for someone who will not help you to fulfill purpose and all that. But don't look for someone who is only fantasies about sexual desires and all that. He wants to just, there's no, I would not put it, there's no gain in this looking for that bad. In fact, just define what you want. Have a definition, a clear definition of what you want. Do I want a church brother? Go for a church brother. In that church brother, you see the one that's perfect. And I tell you, when you find that one, oh my god.
Like
You
some
will thank-
persons already.
You will thank God.
Tested and
So-
trusted.
You will thank
Tested
God.
and trusted.
You will be obsessed. You'll be like, so this is love. So I feel you are a donor of love. So why should we have Christians and the world is looking for the definition of love? Yeah.
You guys focus more on brothers, sisters, to also work on yourself.
Sister,
Personal development.
she learn how to apply foundation.
You say,
So that
sister, she learn how to
so that
apply
it's not
foundation.
like if the foundation is
What
destroyed, what
can
can
I
foundation,
do?
precious
You look like what?
apply good foundations
that
and
matches
powder
your skin.
that matches your skin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And learn how to engage in conversations. Don't allow your partner to always be the one to be talking. Learn how to support his vision, his
How can
dreams.
somebody develop
Learn
that
how to
communication?
use deodorants.
You heard that part.
So use deodorants.
You heard that part.
You smell nice.
Smell nice.
Smell nice.
Like iniquity.
You not smell like a liquid,
It's not
you
your
not
problem.
smell like my problem.
So you don't smell like it's
No,
problem.
but I don't have a problem right now.
Well,
So please smell nice, then dress well. Nobody said you should dress and show off everything.
No,
No,
there's
decent.
beauty in modesty.
there's beauty.
There is beauty in
There's
modesty.
beauty in modesty.
You know, sometimes some of us don't really appreciate what God
So
is.
it's inferiority
You feel
complex. Sometimes
that makes, yes.
that makes girls to go and expose their
Yes.
because they feel that I don't have any content. What does this guy? Let me show him. So it's inferiority complex most times that makes girls to actually dress. A girl who does not know herself, know her
Yeah.
self-worth and all that. So forget the, like I said, I love motivation so, but sometimes beyond that motivation, there's something to separate from that inferiority complex. I want to okay, you dress sexy, show your boobs, you like you and all that. Why to some it is like irritating.
Yeah.
Have you not realized that sometimes that same brother that would see a girl posting her dress outside was telling her you look nice, you look beautiful. Once his own sister does that, he frowns at it. Have you not tried to connect? Okay, why is that he's appreciating it? Tell you that you are only trying to satisfy his love for
Yes.
desires, but so I think they should work on themselves. There's beauty in modesty.
I hope you've learned to, because me, I've learned to love to. I hope you've learned because me, I've learned a lot too. I've learned a lot. I think we should just appreciate what we have.
Yes.
Sisters, dress well.
Yes.
I know some of our brothers to develop yourself too.
Yes.
Let's say
So-
all these church brothers.
Brothers.
See, be very deliberate about working on yourself,
That's
your career, your conversation, your what again? Smell nice.
Smell
Oh
nice.
God have mercy, smell nice.
Learn how to talk
See,
to
save
sisters.
money and buy good perfumes.
Yes.
Men can help them everything.
Hey, said you should learn to compliment them.
Yes. And there's another thing.
Okay.
Knowing yourself. You said something about knowing yourself. There's something about self-affirmations. Okay? Yes.
Okay.
So when you look at yourself, you tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm this. You give yourself, you motivate yourself so that just in case if you have, you're suffering from low self-esteem, when you go outside, you don't need someone to confirm that you're beautiful.
That.
You walk like a king. When God made me in His own image, you understand that kind of thing. I know I'm beautiful. I know handsome.
Wonderfully
When I
made.
smile, yes, yes, calm down. So you get another part that
Okay,
says
just as
something
you're
like,
handsome.
"Man,
See his
nah,
teeth.
calm down." It says something like, studying to show yourself approved.
Yeah.
You understand? You should engage studying. Just studying. Engage gathering knowledge.
Yes.
You understand?
Other knowledge.
Gather knowledge. If you cannot gather knowledge of all space, get a particular place and do it.
Yes.
So people will know you for that.
So that you know where we on an empty brain.
That's very important.
Because it's very embarrassing again.
Yes. So when you've done all
To
this,
stand.
yes,
Stand.
yes.
Stand.
Having done all
All
this,
this. Stand.
brother,
Stand.
Wow.
God will help us so.
amen.
God will help the church and also help our personal life also. So that we live a holistic
I don't
lifestyle.
know how to look at the camera, but
No, yeah,